Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your live show on Manchester United, where in this show I am going to talk about the bald fraud coming out and saying that we are one of the most attacking teams in the Premier League. We're one of the most exciting teams in the Premier League. Also, I'm going to talk about Ineos plan to get rid of loads of Manchester United players. While you are watching live, make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing to this channel, and please subscribe to my football channel. And after I end this stream, I will be live over on my football channel pretty much straight away, because tonight I'm doing a live watch along at Preston North End versus Leicester City in the EFL Championship, where Leicester City could wrap up the EFL Championship title tonight after winning promotion straight back to the Premier League on Friday night after Leeds United lost to QPR. So let's get started with the main topic. The bald fraud coming out and saying we're one of the most exciting teams in the Premier League. Okay. Okay, mate, cool. Yeah? What? Conceding so many goals this season? You think we're one of the most exciting teams in the Premier League? No, we're fucking not. Just look at the goal difference this season. We've literally had a minus goal difference most of the season, and you believe we're playing like we're one of the most exciting teams in the Premier League? Jog on, yeah? Get the fuck out, seriously. I've absolutely had enough of this manager, and others don't have the minerals to call it out, like these famous PR channels, because they want him to stay on as manager. Yeah, Mark Goldfish, he used to call out Jose Mourinho, where Jose Mourinho was a much better manager than this bald fraud. Honestly, it's an absolute joke and a disgrace. All PR from the bald fraud, mate. 100% Hayden Cox. It really is. It's like, if anyone thinks Manchester United have been exciting this season, you're absolutely deluded, because we've not been exciting ever since we won the Carabao Cup last year. Since we won the Carabao Cup, our football has been trash. And I saw some of you thinking, but, Mr. Joshy J, you're getting over the line this season. You've got over the line so many times. This is why you're in sixth position currently. And what? And what? Yeah? It just goes to show how rubbish others have been. If we're currently in sixth position in the Premier League, it's like, let's have it right. We should be in a similar situation to Chelsea, in a similar position to them, because our football's been nowhere near good enough this season. And this bald fraud has the cheek to come out and say, oh, we're one of the most exciting teams in the Premier League this season. I mean, do me a favour, please. Someone, I'm trying to wrap my head around what on earth this manager is on about. My hate towards this manager grows every day. But, Mr. Joshy J, it's not like you've been really bad this season, because you're currently in sixth position. You won the trophy last season. You should back him. You should get behind him. This and that. Oh, get in the bin, yeah? Seriously, get in the bin. And the Basara. It's absolutely just, wow, unbelievable how he thinks we've been playing good football this season. Someone explain me to that, please. It's a joke, man, honestly. I'm absolutely sick and tired of this manager. This manager is literally one of the worst managers ever. My most disliked manager. I mean, I wasn't a fan of Louis Van Gaal, but the bald fraud I dislike even more. Cannot stand him, honestly. Does like absolute heading. At least I have the minerals to call it out. Others will not call the bald fraud out because he won a trophy last season, got us to 2 finals, and he's in another final in the tournament. Good evening, all. United are as exciting watching paint dry. Liverpool's football hasn't been great in weeks. I agree, LC Gaming Vlogs. Good evening to you, by the way. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Level has to lie out his ours to keep his job at Sky Sports. I agree that. I actually think that's a really, really good point, actually. I believe, again, he needs to stay in his job. It's all a PR stunt, isn't it? Let's have it right. He needs to stay in his job, and for that reason, he's talking bollocks. But it's like, I hardly watch Sky Sports these days, like the build up to matches. I only put it on near enough where it's the start of matches. Then as soon as the match is finished, I switch off because there's so much bullshit in the build up now. There's absolute trash. It's like, what I'm mainly interested in is just watching a game of football, not listening to these pundits talk absolute rubbish. It's just so jarring to listen to, honestly. And it makes you laugh why the PR channels are not calling out this manager. It's almost like I'm trying to fight for my own football club, knowing that this manager is just not the right one for the long term. He's got to go. How many players is he falling out with this season? And look at Jadon Sancho. Look how well he's doing for Dortmund now since the Bulls ruled let him go on loan and drop him. Just goes to show the Bulls fraud ruins players' careers. But, Mr. Joshy J, the Bulls fraud knows what he's doing. He's the manager. And what? Yeah, I agree, Hayden Cox. He is a bully. Big up, Mr. Joshy J. Just landed my first YouTube video. Few hours. I'm still raging even now. 10 bag fall out with Ronaldo as well. He did, Michael Chelsea FC. Absolutely, mate. And yet, people are still defending this manager. Why are they defending this manager? Stop defending him. Get this wanker out my football club. Seriously. This manager is one of the most irritating managers I've ever known. He's so annoying, man, honestly. It just also shows you Sancho should have stayed at Dortmund 100%, because look at him now, he's rediscovering his old form. It just goes to show sometimes when you come to Manchester United, it can literally ruin your career. If you're not given the right support and the backing, you're set to fail, unfortunately. And this is unfortunately what's happened to Jadon Sancho. But I'm just so annoyed at fans not calling this out. It's like half the time, I believe I'm the only one who really wants the Bulls ruled out, because Mark Jellyfish or Goldfish is not saying the Bulls ruled out, but yet he wanted the special one out, Jose Mourinho. I mean, I'm not going to lie, after a while, I wanted Jose Mourinho out because it was all going wrong for him. But he did a much better job than this Bulls ruled. Even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I even wanted Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out, but it makes me realise now that his football was a lot more exciting than what the Bulls ruled is. The Bulls ruled football is literally killing the passion for this football club. But, Mr. Joshy J, being pragmatic, it doesn't matter, does it? You've got over the line so many times this season, but they can no longer use that as an excuse, right? Yeah, because we're no longer getting over the line. We are throwing it away by giving away these ridiculous penalties, man. When are you lot going to wake up and notice that this manager is just not the right fucking manager? Honestly, I couldn't care less about his high winning percentage. Really couldn't, honestly. It's like other teams have been so poor, and we've literally got out of jail so many times this season. So fans can brush it under the carpet all they like. get giddy about it all they like, but I'm not fucking getting giddy about it. I am calling this shit out because I care about my football club. The club I've been supporting for 24 and a half years, coming up to 25 now. I'm sick and tired of listening to fans chatting absolute bollocks, honestly. The Stratford's Paddock boys and the fraudulent goldfish will always leap those his defence every time. 100% Michael Chelsea FC. It's because them channels are paid by the football club to speak so much PR. It's like, unfortunately, at your football club now, there's a lot of PR in your football club, unfortunately. And it's so jarring to listen to. There's so much PR in football these days. Honestly, even Moyes did a better job at United. That's saying something. I mean, look, that was one of our worst seasons ever, but I completely agree. But yet he was shafted and didn't even last the season. They put Ryan Giggs in as interim manager, and that was that, you know. I mean, just wow, unbelievable. But Fannel, he won the FA Cup, and it's like he didn't even get to celebrate, which I thought that was disgusting treatment by the football club. Yes, I wanted Fannel gone. I wasn't a fan of him at all. But, you know, even though I disliked Fannel, I absolutely cannot stand this manager. If anyone thinks I'm doing it for my own PR, you seriously get yourself in the bin, yeah? Because there's no PR on this channel. I will never do PR. I always land the minerals of my football club. A football club who I care about, what means everything to me. What means everything to my granddad as well. He is 87 and he experienced relegation. He's experienced so many league titles. He is the reason why I support this beautiful football club. And he will be proud of me the way I am fighting for this football club, because not many have the minerals to call it out, but I do, because I believe if you call out your football club, you are a true passionate fan. You know, PR merchants, you're a true passionate fan. That's what all I can say to it. Absolutely. Number 10 is staying. I don't care what the news say. It's all PR bollocks. I mean, unfortunately, I think you're right, Addy Worship. I think you're absolutely spot on. Unfortunately, I believe he will stay. My team is full of PR after the games Saturday. The players did a lapathon there, like, what the fuck? That's just not sustainable, Hayden Cox. I can understand if it's your last game of the season, like at home or something, but come on, man, that's ridiculous. And now you need to start building momentum for the playoffs, otherwise you're never going to get anywhere in the playoffs, are you? Let's have it right. Your team will do absolutely terrible. Like, the Green Army, how shocking were they against Millwall, man? I think the Green Army will just about stay up, but if Birmingham win 5-0 and if we lose, we're down. So it's like, but I cannot see Birmingham winning 5-0. But a lot can happen in the EFL Championship. It's absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, 3 defeats in a row now. It's worrying times. I agree, Hayden Cox. It's not looking great for your football club, is it, mate? I'm not going to lie. I mean, I hope you win the playoffs. I really do. The club clearly doesn't want to move forward by keeping number 10. I 100% agree. If Ineos keep the ball scrawled in and they keep number 10 at the football club, I am immediately going to say Ineos out. And I said something thinking, oh, Mr. Joshy J, that's absolutely pathetic. You're just doing it for your own PR. I mean, oh my goodness me. If you think that, you seriously need to get yourself out of here, yeah? If Ineos do wrong, I will call them out. How many years have I called out the Glazers, you know? I called them out for many, many years because they've got things horribly wrong at this football club. And if Ineos do the same, I'm calling them out as well. It's as simple as that. Absolutely simple as that. If you like it, great. If not, then cry. I don't care. It's as simple as that. Because I will always speak the truth on my channel. I'm not paid by anyone. I'm no PR puppet. What I say comes from the heart. It's as simple as that. Yeah, let's see what happens now with Helios. Are they going to have the minerals to sack the Bulls Gold? Or are they going to keep him on? Yeah, I'm confident LC Gaming and Vlogs that the Green Army will stay up, but it's crazy, absolutely crazy. In all fairness, Plymouth's first season in the championship since 2010. I mean, majority of the season, the Green Army have done well, mate. And obviously, Bristol City are solid as well. I'm kind of a fan of them as well, because, them being the West Country team, and I don't live too far away from Bristol, and I went up to Ashton Gates this season and watched Bristol City women versus Man United women. That's the first time I went to a ladies' football game, and the crowd was absolutely outstanding. It was nice, calm atmosphere. It wasn't hostile like what you get at a men's game of football. And this was much more relaxed. But yeah, I'm just sick and tired of the PR channels defending this absolute clown as a manager. If you think a minus goal difference is acceptable, then you seriously need help. You need to go to football counselling. Talk to an expert pundit. Even he will say this is nowhere near good enough to have a minus fucking goal difference. It's shocking. It really is. I'm absolutely sick and tired of what's happening at my football club this season. Yes, we won a trophy last season. Whoopee do. But that's your job as a manager to win a trophy. And we're not winning the FA Cup. We'll get absolutely hammered in the FA Cup. We got no chance, honestly. But you're ruling out the game already, Mr. Joshy J. Oh, get in the bin, yeah? Seriously, get in the bin. You honestly think we have a chance against this Man City team? I bet you they won't even have to get out of second gear. Will they? Let's have it right here. They won't even have to get out of second gear. Honestly. But yeah, fans who defend this manager, I mean, why? Why do you defend him for? Do you honestly think he's the right man for the long term? Because I don't. I believe we just need a manager who gets on well with the players and the players are settled. But I'm liking how Ineos are open to getting rid of majority of these players because I tell you what, we almost need a whole new starting 11. And the ones who are not being sold off apparently are Kobe Mainu, Ganacho, and Rasmus Hoyland, and a few other ones as well. But majority of them could be up for sale this summer. And I can't fucking wait, honestly, because we need to get this beautiful historic football club back on track again. What we've been doing this last decade or so is nowhere near sustainable. Honestly, back when United were great, their goal difference was at least plus 40 or more. I agree, completely agree. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, when we had leaders like Ruud van Nistelrooy, Robin van Persie and that, we used to score loads and loads of goals, but it's like the defending has been so poor this season. And fans like to use the excuse going, oh, it's the injuries and that. It's the injuries. Yes, I fucking know it's injuries, okay? But I'm not going to keep using that as an excuse because there are plenty of players in this team who are capable of doing a much better job. And half the time, they just do not perform, these players. And I know the players are down to tools because they do not like this manager. But that means player power is winning, Mr. Joshy J. If the players are down to tools on another manager, but this manager, I completely understand why they're down to tools, because they don't like him. It's as simple as that. And when fans finally wake up and realise that this manager is just not the right one for us. I mean, go and get me an elite manager. There's plenty of elite managers out there, but will Ineos show the minerals to bring in an elite manager? I'm still not quite convinced at the moment, but hopefully they will bring in an elite manager. No one can use injuries as a get out of jail card. It happens to every team. I completely agree. Look at Newcastle. They had injuries this season, but you haven't heard them keep using the excuse of injuries, have you? Let's have it right here. It's just I'm sick and tired of listening to fans chat absolute bollocks on the PR channels, on Twitter, these fake accounts and that. It's just like, why do you do it? What joy and pleasure do you get out of talking bollocks? Why don't you start listening to fans who actually say it how it is, like myself, like Johnny Minerals, Eunice Talks Football, Michael.Chelsea FC, where I am in the middle of watching this stream from earlier. I've not quite finished watching it yet, but I'm definitely going to watch it more later on tonight. Fantastic stream. Big up to you, Michael.Chelsea FC. You deserve many more subscribers, mate, because you are fighting for your football club. You are doing what Johnny Minerals and Eunice Talks Football is doing. You're speaking up. You're speaking out the truth, which is absolutely fantastic. But I'm just absolutely so worn out watching my team this season. I am not enjoying watching my team at all. There are a lot of players who I hate in this Manchester United team. But, Mr. Joshy J, you're not a true fan. If you hate the Manchester United players, I think you find I am a true fan. I am a true fan because there are so many players who are not good enough for my football club, and we need to get rid of them. Ineos must be ruthless. It's really now or never for them, because if they are not ruthless, to me, they're just as bad as what the Glazers are. To me, I say completely tear out the rule book and start it again. Get a new board in, get a new manager, fuck off a lot of these players, and we will be back into a much better place as a football club. I believe we may struggle for a few years with a new team, but I am willing to take short-term pain for success because, I still won't accept mediocrity though. I will still call out the new set of players if they're not performing, but obviously I will give them a chance to develop in that. But it's just like I don't want us to go down the path of Chelsea just bringing in inexperienced players, because if we do that, we're in big trouble. Since you have a team with just old players in it, then you're in trouble again. So it's like, really, to be successful as a football club, you need to have the minerals to be successful and have the right players, the right coaching staff, the right backing, no AI scouting system like what Chelsea are doing. Have proper men do it, the scouting system, because it's absolutely ridiculous why Chelsea are using AI scouting system. It's nowhere near sustainable in the end of the day, is it? Let's have it right here. Nowhere near sustainable. That's why, unfortunately, Chelsea's standards are on the floor, because Clown Lake have absolutely changed the system at that football club, which it was working fine at Chelsea. So it's like, why have Clown Lake changed it? Why, if they changed the model, why are they trying to do their own model? Change it back and get Chelsea back to where they should be, and get my football club back to where we should be. I wanted the Glazers to sell, but unfortunately, I knew deep down they were not going to sell this football club, because obviously the Glazers had no intention of selling. The reason why they put the football club up for sale, it was the same with FSG. You know, the Glazers put it up for sale all to boost the New York Stock Exchange market. And then what happened as soon as they said, oh, we're not selling the football club, the New York Stock Exchange market dropped down. So you could tell they did it all for PR and FSG as well. And you have to question FSG recently. They've got a lot of things wrong at Liverpool. They've done good as owners, and I've respected them, but they are not immune from criticism. And I'm pretty sure Liverpool fans will back me up on this one. But of course, Liverpool is your football club. You have an opinion, even though I'm a Man United fan, I'm just giving my opinion. But yeah, look, Jadon Sancho, it just goes to show that since going back to Dortmund and that, it's rejuvenized his career, and he should have never left there in the first place. And United should come to an agreement with Dortmund that he should rejoin Dortmund permanently. I can understand why he wanted to play for Manchester United because we are meant to be an elite football club, but unfortunately, United seem to ruin players' careers like Jadon Sancho. It's not worked out for him. Alexis Sanchez was the biggest flop ever. It's like, wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Did you hear Mark Goldfish talk nonsense on Saturday claiming United were robbed of the pen against Burnley and used it as an excuse for their loss? Wouldn't surprise me, mate, one bit. No, I didn't check out that match reaction because I hardly watch that PR channel these days because I'm absolutely sick and tired of it. And literally, Mark Goldfish had the audacity to call us Eric Ten Hag fans out scum. I mean, just because I want the balls ruled out, does it make me a scum? No, it makes it realistic. So he can get in the bin. Seriously, get in the bin, Mark Goldfish. You absolute melts, mate. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of these channels who have lowered the standards of my football club. I just find it so mentally draining and exhausting. But yeah, the draw. To me, it felt like a defeat out of C Gaming and Vlogs, because to me, we should have lost the game. Let's have it right. How many chances did Burnley miss? They missed so many chances. Honestly, it is a joke and a disgrace. Conceding 2 goals against Sheffield United at home at Old Trafford, a joke. Drawing with the second worst team in the Premier League, which realistically we should have lost, a joke, honestly. But the PR channels will find an excuse to why we didn't win the game. Shall I tell you why we didn't win the game? Naivety by the players. That's what it is. Sick and tired of this defence, honestly. This defence is absolutely trash. Casemiro, to be fair, has done okay playing as a centre back, but in the CDM position, he's been very poor recently. And yes, he's a good experienced player, but the problem is Casemiro, I feel the legs are gone, and Real Madrid cashed in on him in the perfect time. Honestly, they cashed in on him because they knew that he didn't have the minerals anymore in La Liga. So they saw us coming in for him, and same as Rafael Varane as well. His legs are gone. Let's have it right. And he's been struggling recently. Burnley dominated that game, and Mark said they didn't. I like to know what he was smoking. Yeah, absolutely. Because look, let's have it right. We could have gone 1-0 down in the first minute because Burnley had a chance on goal very early on. It was straight at Onana because it was a poor shot in the end. But yeah, absolutely. If anyone was happy we got a point against Burnley, then oh my goodness me, just where are your standards, yeah? Where are they? If you're happy we got a point at Old Trafford against Burnley, we should be putting these teams to the sword, not allowing them a sniff. Do you think Sir Alex Ferguson would have allowed this? Do you think Jose Mourinho would have allowed this? Not a fucking chance. So anyone happy in that? Seriously, jog on. Dear me. Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. But there you go. And today it is what it is. It's unfortunately, it sums football fans up in a nutshell these days. It really does. But yeah, Burnley, they could have easily won that game. They were very poor in their finishing. It's a bit like Forest against Man City yesterday. To be fair, Forest had quite a few chances against Man City, but unfortunately, they were very poor with their finishing. So they only had themselves to blame that they didn't get anything from the game. I mean, let's have it right. I was expecting Man City to win, but that looks a lot more harder than what it should have been for Man City because Nottingham Forest gave them a good game. But yeah, it's like, wow, absolutely unbelievable. But I really hope Ineos stick to their words that they are open to selling a lot of these players because I'll do anything to get these players out. Honestly, I'd even terminate a few contracts. Obviously, you got to sell a few to raise the money so we can bring in replacements. I reckon we need some new defenders. We could do the new CDM. We need another backup striker because you cannot rely on Rasmus Højlund to do all the hard work. But he's not given the service half the time. That's a good argument. Yes, he's not given the service half the time, but he needs to be moving around or he's got to be helping himself rather than waiting for the ball to come to him. Take risks. Go for it and take risks, yeah? It's absolutely ridiculous how fans come out with so many excuses. It's like, why do they defend these players? And it's like Mark Goldfish used to call out Harry Maguire and other players that he's hardly calling out the players these days, and he's still backing this manager. It's crazy, absolutely crazy, and I'd love to know why he is still backing this manager. But so many players who have left Manchester United have gone on to win domestic titles. I mean, look at Birmingham. He won the title with Inter Milan. And so did Alexis Sanchez as well. He's won the title with Inter Milan. Because them football clubs set the standards where United just seem to accept mediocrity these days. It's like, why do you accept mediocrity? It's nowhere near sustainable. Oh, good evening to you. Thank you for joining me, John Doe, if that's your name. Who's your favourite player? I quite like Rasmus Højlund. I got to say in a moment now, Kobe Mainu is my favourite player. He's playing for the badge. He always puts his heart and soul into this badge, and I love that. It reminds me of players we had in the late 90s and early 2000s. Mine is McTominay. That's interesting. Very interesting. I'm not a fan of Scott McTominay starting matches, but he is a super sub. How many times has he scored as a substitute this season? It's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Need a proper bald Dutch manager like Big Arm Slot, I reckon. I agree, Connor. I completely agree, mate. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I do rate Garnacho. I agree. Garnacho, to me, is very consistent. You know, he has odd moments where he's a bit greedy in that, but to me, he's playing for the badge, and I would absolutely love Garnacho to stay. I really would, because, you know, he's absolutely... Good evening to you, F1 Fan Gamer. How are you doing, mate? What an epic show that was last night, mate. I loved listening back to that. We both landed it, mate. You landed the minerals to your football club, and I landed the minerals for my football club as well. And Michael.Chelsea FC landing the minerals for his football club as well. Chelsea, more need to call it out. But yeah, John Doe, that's very interesting that Scott McTominay is your favourite player. Let me know in the live chat why he's your favourite player. What do you like about him? Do you like the way he plays, or do you like how he's a super sub? I'll be interested to hear your opinion. I really would. But yeah, definitely there's a lot of players who I like to go. Number 10, Colin 11 out in this football club. Martial, thank goodness his contract is almost up. Colin 11 out in this football club. I like to see, Lindelof being sold. Yes, he tries, but he's not quite Manchester United standards. Maguire, he's done a decent job this season, but I will sell him. I will offload him. But I said my loyal subscriber, MEFC Racer, be like, no, Mr. Joshy J. You're not allowed to chat rubbish about Harry Maguire. But yeah, Maguire can go. Varane can go. His legs are gone. Casemiro, even though his legs are gone, F1 Fan Gamer made a good point that we should keep Casemiro for the experience, which I agree, that could work out, honestly. We could keep him for the experience. Yeah, I loved it. Just watched some of it back. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I mean, and I appreciate the amount of things you had to say, but yeah, great stream. It really was. Yeah, there's so many players who I want out, and if I had it my own way, I would literally pay them a taxi to get out of this football club, because these players have set my football club back. They have set us back big time. This is why we've not been successful, because the Glazers and the failed managers and the absolute rubbish directors we've had, Ed Woodward and Richard Arnold as well, both of them absolutely shit. And I'm so glad they're no longer involved in this football club. If I could remove the Glazers 100%, I would. And let's have new ownership, and having Ineos is investors, because I bet you the new ownership would completely tear out the book and start again, because we need to get this football club back on track, man. I mean, come on, for fuck's sakes, no league title in 12 years. But Mr. Joshy J, it took Liverpool 30 years to win a league title again. And what? And what? Yeah, that's Liverpool's business. We should be focusing on winning a league title very soon. Go for it. Why not go for a league title again? Because we want to end this bad spell and not winning the league. It's not going to happen overnight. I appreciate that, because there's a lot of damage to repair, honestly. But yeah, absolutely. Wow, unbelievable. And if clubs pay over the odds to players, I say accept the offer, or even if they literally do not pay over the odds, if they pay under the odds, bin them off, because so many of them need to get out of here. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of these players, and I'm sick and tired of this manager. He needs to just go, man. Just get out of here, yeah? The bald scrawled needs to go. It's nowhere near good enough, honestly. Big up. Liverpool are winning it all next season with the new manager. Well, I don't think you will, mate. I think, in all seriousness, you will be in transition, and Slot is a good manager. Don't get me wrong, but there's no way you're going to be competing for a league title straight away, because the new team will have to gel. 7 years since we last won it. What bloody heck, F1 Fan Gamer. Has it been that long, has it? But anyway, I am going to wrap this up now, people. in about 5 minutes' time, I am going live on my football channel. You can redirect to my football channel. I have pinned my football channel on top of the live chat. I am doing a live watch along of Preston North End against Leicester City because Leicester City could win the EFL Championship title tonight. And also, there's a big game between Barcelona and Valencia tonight. I thought about doing that one, but I thought, why not do the Foxes? Because they could win the championship tonight. But anyway, big love to you all, yeah? And I'll see you on my football channel in around approximately 5 minutes' time. Thank you.